Welcome back to Big Blue Banter.
The Kentucky basketball team is off to a great start. Jenna and Ben Hall have more on Coach Mark Pope and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Thanks, Zach. It is officially basketball season in the Bluegrass, and Kentucky fans couldn't have asked for a better start. The Wildcats dismantling #1 Purdue by a final score of 78-65 in their first exhibition game of the season. Now, Ben, as we know, these exhibition games won't go towards any records or rankings, but it sure does tell us a lot about this team and what the guys on the floor were doing. Who stood out to you the most on Friday?
Yeah, for sure, Jenna. Jasper Johnson made his presence felt. 15 points, efficient shooting, knocking down a couple threes. The freshman from Lexington showed he's ready for the spotlight. You could feel that swagger every time he touched the ball. And Mark Pope had high praise for the young guard after the game, saying Johnson's unique game and willingness to buy into the system was going to make him stand out early and be a good player.
He's got a very unique game. He's got a really unique skill set. And he has committed himself to trying to do what we do and then letting that part of him that he brings to the game come out through it rather than just going to what he does. And it's why he's growing so much so fast. Like, you know, he's clearly a really talented player that's got a huge future, but he's going to play well because he's trying to do this the way we do it. And it's going to make him look good, and it certainly did tonight.
And I'll be honest with you, Jenna, I didn't think Malachi Marino was quite ready for this stage yet, but he proved me wrong. The freshman big man held his own against Purdue in the front court, finishing with 8 points and 4 rebounds. He played with toughness, confidence, and really showed that he can battle anyone in the country. But it wasn't just the offense, Jenna. That defensive effort from Kentucky really stood out too, and I know you were keeping a close eye on that side of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. When we look at Kentucky as a program over time, they've always been known for their offensive style and how dominant they are offensively. But Kentucky's returning a very veteran defensive core, and it's benefiting them a lot. We're seeing them do a lot better early on. Usually it takes a little bit of time for them to really figure out what they're doing. But who really highlighted the night for me was Mo Diabate. That transfer from Alabama, he became that guy. He had 9 rebounds, 7 of those on the defensive side, also having 2 steals on the game. He's really just helping them build a defensive identity, which they're really going to need when going into this really tough SEC conference schedule. Here's what Pope had to say following his performance on Friday.
I do think there's going to be a lot of BBN. Mo Diabate is their favorite player. I mean, he just plays with all his guts spilling out all over the floor. He he plays hard, and he just plays hard, and you know, he's got a lot of fans in my own family right now that are like, we love this Mo Diabate, and I do too, and so I thought he was great tonight.
Another big player for tonight was Colin Chandler, and while maybe if you look at the box score, you only see 2 points on there thinking he didn't do that much, his plus-minus ended at 15, which essentially means that while Kentucky was on the court, when he was on the court, they outscored Purdue by 15 points. So it was a huge impact by Chandler in year 2 as a Wildcat.
Yes, and you can't help but mention Kentucky's 6th man, that eruption zone. It was fire all night, and I think it was a conference championship game, how loud it was with that win in the arena. It was definitely an exciting start for the Wildcats, and we can't wait to see more.
Well, Ben, you know, I'm going to have to ask you, do you think this is a national championship caliber team?
It's still pretty early in the season, Jenna, but the ceiling's definitely high for this team, especially once the team has Jalen Lowe and Jaden Quaidness back. It's not out of the question. There's a lot of potential for this team, especially if they can keep everyone healthy.
I'd have to agree. This team is definitely a special one. Kentucky will return to Rupp tonight at 7 p.m. facing off against Georgetown University.